Hi everyone, I'm Sasha Foo. We're interviewing one of the stars of the movie Not to Forget. It is nominated for Best Feature, one of the younger stars, Tate Dewey. And this film is centered around a family that's been affected by Alzheimer's disease. The grandmother has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and her grandson, who's played by Tate, enters this scenario, and I guess the story unwinds as sort of a story of discovery, because you don't know what to anticipate. You don't know what's out there.
Exactly. Yeah, the story is interesting because Chris, as he goes through his own arc, really starts to discover that it's not just him that's changing, but it's really his relationship with his family. And it's really just more than about himself. And that's really the biggest part of his character arc, is that he really gets to learn it's not just him anymore. So it's a really big story of transformation and how he really gets to understand the world around him and his family.
But there's also this sort of discovery about what the Alzheimer's disease does to a loved one.
Exactly.
And there's the relationship between you and your grandmother. How do you explore that as an actor?
Well, as an actor, definitely start to look at what his world is and how he is as a person, and then maybe just the factors that he doesn't consider, like what an illness can be, especially with family and someone who he doesn't really recognize at first, but then over time, this is a real person, and this is someone that this disease really has an effect on, and that starts to affect him. So as an actor, you really just start to think about those relationships and how something like that can change your entire world.
So there's growth in this character, because from the beginning, your character isn't necessarily the most sympathetic.
No, absolutely not. He has a pretty dramatic change throughout the movie, and I think we can all agree that's probably for the best.
Did you audition for this, and what were the auditions like?
I did, yeah. I auditioned for it. I just went in, and I remember being a little bit sick that day, and I was like, I'm not really sure if I'm going to get this one, but the reading went totally great. The next day, Valerio called and said that we'd love to have you on it, and that was it.
You were surrounded by an intensely talented cast. These are some of the biggest names in Hollywood. They all a lot of them have Oscars. There was Lou Gossett Jr., Tatum O'Neal, Olympia Dukakis, Cloris Leachman. I'm forgetting somebody I know, George Chakiris.
Yeah.
They're all Academy Award winners, Karen Grassley. What was it like to work with them?
Well, I think from day one, it's so humbling to get to work with people who have accomplished so much. But it's such a cool experience because they really took me under their wing, showed me what it's like to be a pro, and just showing me the day in the life. And they really helped me feel comfortable, really helped me explore my career as an actor, and just made me feel great to be on set. So incredibly honored to have worked with them and feel super blessed just to have that opportunity. So it was amazing.
What do you hope audiences will take away after seeing this movie? Where do you think they'll feel the most resonance, or where will they feel touched?
I think for anybody watching it, it doesn't matter if you have someone in your family that has Alzheimer's directly, but just knowing that everybody has something going on in their family that isn't always easy to explain, not always easy to go through, but everybody is going through something, and just to have empathy for other people.
Where do you think the film goes after this? Is it going to go to more festivals, run the festival circuit? Do you think it might be picked up by one of the streaming services?
Yeah, so I know it is still on the festival circuit, still doing all that, but I think later on they're planning to get it onto one of the major streaming services, so we'll see.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Tate, for sharing your insights and your perspective on Not to Forget. It is nominated as Best Feature at the San Diego Movie Awards.